Hi, I'm Kathy Gay-Shiroki at the Burchfield Penney Art Center, and welcome to another sketch break sponsored by Hyatt's All Things Creative. So today, our sketch break is about sketching with paper. It's about creating collages. And as you can see, I have done some pre-cutting of different images, different pictures from magazines and books, and I am finishing cutting right here. And I've also have some examples to show you. So let's start with that. So here is an example that I cut out from a gardening book and different magazines, and it's very playful with little sneakers coming out with the feet. But let's add one more thing. So there's a little turtle. I think I'd love to have the turtle crawling up the arm. So I'm going to take just a simple paintbrush. I'm going to take Mod Podge, which is from Hyatt's All Things Creative, and I just take a little bit of it, and I'm going to paint the back surface of it with this Mod Podge. It's like a glue. It makes everything stick. I decided to buy the one that is not glossy, and I like it so that it just stays matte. And so it just glues it right on, and then I stick it on, and there goes my little turtle. He is so cute, crawling up that arm, maybe to get the fly. So that is great. So here's another one I started, and I had fun cutting out different slippers, and again, some gardening items, different faces and bodies. All of these are different. And I had this great flower I cut out the other day, and I was thinking of adding it to this collage as well. I don't know. I think I like it down here. So again, I'm going to take the Mod Podge and just put a little bit on the back. Don't need much, but you need to cover everything that you want to stick. So it's really easy cleanup. I just wash my paintbrush and my fingers when I am done, and it's wonderful. It comes in all different sizes too at Hyatt's. So I think I'm just going to add it right here. Again, I just lay it down and hold it just for a moment. And it's so much fun to take pictures and images and put them together in really unusual ways. So I'll work on this one a little bit more later too. So another one I started working on, oh my gosh, this was, it looks like an acorn. It's the top of a building, a mosque, and then some radishes. This was part of a tree. This was part of a branch with a silly little smile I added to it. And what should we add to this? Does it need anything? We could add, oh yes, let's definitely add some tomatoes. So I'm going to put this down, put a little glue on the opposite side, and it goes on really quickly, which I like. And the gloss is gorgeous, but I just didn't want to use the gloss for these projects that I'm working on. And I think I liked it just like right over here, just kind of circling. So I'm going to put that down. Yeah, got a great red circle happening here. It's beautiful. So this is more of a house structure and eggs, and I think I'll just let this one go for a minute. I just wanted to show you about putting different things together and cutting things out. I have little tiny scissors I like using, and then my normal larger ones. And then I found this great big image here of this gentleman's actor's face. Have a little hand coming out, a hummingbird going towards the flowers right here. And there's a little teacup, and I think I would like to add it, I think underneath his arm. I think I like that. Or I could add it right to his sleeve right here. Let's figure that out. So if you pre-cut, especially when you have a few minutes, maybe when you're watching a movie, talking on the phone, you can pre-cut, which really makes it so that you have lots and lots of images to choose from. And there we go. How easy that is to put down. It's great. If you're interested in archival, to making sure that the glue is archival for many years, you can also buy that at Hyatt's as well. So here's a blank slate. I can do anything I want. And I just wanted to show you before I do that, just a little bit about cutting. So I just cut and cut. And these little scissors are so great for getting in these little nooks and crannies. You can kind of see how I go about it. Like that. So let's go back to some of the things I've pre-cut already and see what we would like to do. I love that I have these little doughboy guys. They're just adorable. And I really like that I have some birds that I want to work with. And you can set this up and trust your intuition and jump in. So I started cutting this image out right here. And I'm going to bet if I cut that out right now, I could put the bird on the top. And it's all about just having fun. And you can be really quite funny when you put your pictures together and use your imagination. Many artists in the Burchfield collection have used collage in their work. So if I butt this up to the end here, and I end up gluing him or her on the top somewhere, that might look really cool. Let's just put that right there for now. I have this one coming out. That could work out beautifully, so I can have a couple birds happening. This one doesn't work quite yet, and this one not yet, but let's see what else could end up. So this is something else that I started cutting, which I thought was really interesting from an old gardening book. And I'll just cut a little bit more out. See if I start laying them down, how they look. And that might make a nice curve visually going around. A mushroom? I have no idea. Let's see how that works. And a bow. I have no idea. I think you're going to have to wait over here for a little bit. That little bow area. I love the purple here. So it's really fun to play, and whatever you have that you're cutting up and using it is really wonderful as well. But I'm going to stop for just a moment, which I just love this, but I want to show you one more thing. So if I go into one of the ones I started, you can use different markers and different pens to get some really great ideas on your collage as well. You don't have to just use paper. So if I wanted to, I can just start adding really nice textures to this. Making a little bit of a noise. And I love that you can use these paint markers. Again, I bought these at Hyatt's, All Things Creative. You can buy a whole packet, or you can buy just one or two at a time. They're fabulous. And then I did, because I love pink, I bought a pink one as well. And I'll switch over. I think shaking them just a little bit at first gets them activated. And let's just go over here and see what happens when we just add some great lines. And this dries really quickly. It adds to the collage in such a beautiful way. It gives it great contrast and some energy happening. Yeah, don't you agree? Those are fabulous. And then I did pick up these uniballs that are silver and gold. They're just stunning. They make very beautiful thin lines. Really, really beautiful. I hope you can see them. They're just a little bit sparkly. Again, some really thin lines. They're beautiful. So I definitely wanted to show you those. So I'll go back to my collage and I'll just start gluing. So I think I'm going to start by actually gluing this beautiful pea pods coming down, and I can decide where they go. So I'm just going to encourage you to pick up different magazines, see what you can cut out. Look for some older books, cut things out of that, get some magazines, and just enjoy finding different shapes and putting them together. Thank you so much for joining us. Look forward to seeing you at the next sketch break.